The founder of Zartech, Abu Sadeq.
Okay. This is the clicker, right?
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Abu Sadeq. I'm the founder and CEO of Zartech. We are a cybersecurity advisory firm based in Dallas. A little bit of background about me. I have over 22 years of experience in technology area, and I worked for global companies in positions like as Chief Information Officer and Chief Information Security Officer. Today, I'm here to present our flagship software as a service product, CyberRadar, and we have just launched it. So I'm sure you have all seen the recent news releases of all the data breach hacking that's been going on. Some of the biggest ones that has been released is Yahoo. They have been breached a couple of years ago, but they just announced that they lost almost 500 million user records. The Democratic National Councils, they also got hacked in their email systems, and 20,000 of their emails was released through WikiLeaks. One other company that has been was Adult Friend Finder. They lost almost 415 data that's been exposed in the web. Even the FBI and IRS has been gone through data breaches. You'd be surprised to know that almost a fraction of the data breaches are being announced because the government doesn't require organization to disclose this unless there is sensitive data that's involved. And those sensitive data are patient information, credit card information, or personal data. So if we look at what is the cost to breach, so just looking at this data from 2015, there is 13 companies that's on this slide, and as you can see that there is 208 million records lost, and it cost this company $32 billion. So there's a serious impact to the company's reputation, brand, and business operation due to being cyber breached. Recently, the government's also starting imposing enforcement strict fines on organizations that they have found to have deficiencies in their cybersecurity. Assessment done this year with UK and US companies, it was found that there's a serious shortage of skills in the cybersecurity, information security space. So the companies are struggling to find talented resources to help them address this. So we developed CyberRadar to help companies address this problem. CyberRadar is an all-in-one cybersecurity tools. It helps simplify complex assessment by leveraging the intelligence that's baked into it to help companies map their cybersecurity against the frameworks that's out there. It's a cloud-based automated tool, and it's been developed by security experts. We have former CISO that's our part of team, and they have to provide input to it. So the way CyberRadar works is that it's, as I mentioned, a SaaS-based product where companies can come in and do a self-assessment, and it gives them a comprehensive roadmap. So CyberRadar takes a 360 view of their cybersecurity program and looks at their processes, people, and technology, and provides a quantifiable maturity score in each of the functions such as identify, detect, response, recover. It doesn't only stop by giving a maturity score, it also provides a comprehensive action plan to address the gaps. And we have also coupled the offerings with consultation with security executives who help them go over their security scorecard and also provide guidance building their cybersecurity roadmap. So with just 3 steps, taking the assessment, reviewing the reports and action plan with the security expert, and taking action, companies can start their journey in becoming cyber secure in just half a day So in comparison, if the organization involves a third-party organization to come in and do the same assessment, it takes them anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. So with CyberRadar, the return on investment is over 300%. So here is currently the way we are offering it. The first option is the advisor-guided implementation. This is where a one-time assessment, they come in and do their own assessment and then work with the consultants to build a roadmap. The middle tier is our substitution model. This is geared more for organizations that may have multiple entities that they will need to assess. They can also use the tool to assess their third-party vendors to see how secure they are. And then the third option is the consulting services. So thank you for listening to me. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have.
Until we get a new battery pack, can you answer questions with this?
Sure, sure.
So this to me, if I'm an investor, the first thing that comes to my mind is lawsuit, right? Because let's say you say we are covering, we are giving X amount of security, and let's say I do a SQL injection attack or DOS attack, and it goes down. What is the liability for you, and what kind of guarantees you're giving?
So first of all, we don't give any guarantees. So there's a disclaimer that this is a self-assessment. What we are doing is helping them assess their existing security program maturity and then help them address the gaps to get them secure. So it's up to the company. So our recommendation is before they take the assessment, they need to work with their senior management or their board to understand the risk appetite. So based on the risk appetite, they will have a good understanding on how much resource, how much money they're going to put in to be secure. So the FBI, a couple of years ago, came up with a very alarming report. They came and said that...
Sorry, I'm stopping you, but it's cut and dry, right? I want, as a company, I want a guarantee that a certain kind of attack will not happen, and if it happens, this is my immunity against it because of the CyberRadar, whatever, the levels of security you are proposing or whatever you are doing. So if I don't get that, then and if you give
with cybersecurity, there is 100% chance organization is going to get breached. It's a matter of when. So by taking extra precaution, you just prolong and how and what data they have access to. There's no way to guarantee.
You will get hacked.
You will get hacked. That's what I was referring to. That.
Who exactly is your customer? Like, what is your ideal customer profile?
So we build this tool for any organization with any industry. So the tool is customized so that when they're doing the assessment, the first set of questions, it goes in and based on the profile of the organization, it formats the following questions. So if you are in a healthcare company, it's suited for you, any global region, so it factors in the compliance rules at the region you're in.
What size company?
Any size, any company.
So it would be considered vendor basically Microsoft Security Essentials, Symantec, that consider those guys your vendor?
So Microsoft or Symantec, they have a lot of tools. What our tool is, it's a maturity assessment tool. And what we did was we automated the traditional way that company go and assess their current program. So when you're addressing security, you have to address in 3 areas: people, process, and technology. So what you're referring to are the tools, Microsoft Symantec, it handles the technology piece. But you have to also address security. Yes, ours is assessment. It goes in and looks at the whole environment, people, process, and say where they have the gaps. Yes, sir.
I'm hiding in the dark. question for you is, what's your current traction? How many companies have used this, or what's the response been?
We just launched, so as of now, we have gone in and demoed it to several companies who are interested in taking the service.
It sounds very interesting. There was a capabilities maturity model in the 1970s, Department of Defense did, and became kind of a standard levels, kind of 1 through 5. Is this a similar type of assessment, and do you have equivalencies that you can say, you're a 2, therefore, here's how this stacks up versus other similar companies?
Yes. So we took 7 of the best security frameworks out there, like the government has the NIST framework. We took ISO, we took COBIT, and we packaged it into the engine that we built and uses the CMI maturity matrix so when the companies are doing the assessment, they go and rate themselves on where they are. Are they initial or developing, or they're at the optimizing stage? This is only built for cybersecurity, yes. Thank you.
Well done.